NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
You got nothing. 55, Mike, got 55.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Adoree Jackson.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
You ain't going nowhere. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm trying to come.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They stop him fully 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Adam Humphries deep for the Titans. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here we go. 55, Mike, got 55. Stay with you.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Second and 10, it's Wilson again. Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
His pass.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down.
Tannehill on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Gain on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He finds Humphries. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of
His first
15.
catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, Tannehill goes underneath for Henry. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's caught, Humphries. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Derrick Henry.
That one 28 yards on the ground. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. coming up at halftime. We'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. Second time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score.
Greg Joseph set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to
looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
First and 10.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. Second and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second and 11 now. Tannehill complete. It's Henry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Henry.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Greg Joseph on for the field of 21.
The kick by Joseph is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. He was
Here's Here's 2nd and 10.
Focus, defense, focus. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Throwing again. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Titans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier. He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries, 58 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
This is it! This is it!
here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. This is Carson. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
That's good for another Seahawks.
On first down, Wilson. Airing it out for Olsen. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
It's going to be a long day.
Throwing again here, Wilson. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
It's now fourth.
This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown. Offensively, are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
For the extra point.
Showing some grits and some guts going for it there. Fourth and goal, pounding it in.
And being rewarded for that confidence in the team, huh? The coach saying, let's go ahead and get this. And how about the guys up front firing out, finding a little bit of a crack for them to get through? Touchdown. I love it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Giving more than when I get expecting at the back. In fact,
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
First down, Tennessee.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Evans. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Back to throw, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Is a turnover on down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. It's caught, Lockett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. 14 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Titan ball carrier.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
On the stop. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Titans.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 1st down carry for Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. on the Seahawks' 36-yard line.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tannehill now to throw. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Intercepted.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Henry, the ball carrier.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Today's final score.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we